Hey everyone. I thought I'd be weird for a second because, we're supposed to keep Nostr weird and whatnot. Yeah. So, this is the first recording of me all dirty after work by request. And I am not going to promise the only talking about fountain pen thing just yet. But I'll maybe touch on it. Actually, you know what I should touch on is the fact that I restarted the pen giveaway and I haven't even done the giveaway yet. So I think I owe Nostr a giveaway, is what I think. I think I have a list. No, I don't think. I do have a list. I have a list of entrants. So actually, maybe what I'll do is, what is it today? Tuesday? Maybe I'll run, maybe what I'll do is I will run the giveaway for the rest of the week. I'll dig up those old posts and I'll find them again. And then basically on the tail of that, let's see. On the tail of that, I'll do another one, but I'm not sure for what. I refuse to do anything for Pride Month because that's gay. But maybe I can do like Canada Day or something like that, and do a giveaway for that or something maybe. So we will restart the pen giveaway for the week, and then we'll do another one after that. I think I have 4 pens boxed up, ready to go. I do need to find a print shop. I'm not sure. Oh, Jesus. Cop over there. Don't want him to see me with my phone up. Don't want to get in trouble for that. Farts, I'm following him home. Okay, I'm going to cut this video short because I'm basically following a police officer and I don't want him to see my phone. So, yeah, because I don't want to get in trouble for that. So, alright, I'm going to cut it short. I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tail him real far away and just go slow so that he won't be able to see this. I don't know why I'm talking quietly. He can't hear me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a giveaway. It's the same pen as before, or like a variant of it. I think I have 4 of them ready to go. So that's basically like 4 months worth if I do once a month. I should make an attempt to post more about that because if people don't see it, they don't see it. But the more I post about it, the more likely that people are to see it. So that's probably a good idea of trying to do more of those posts. But it's a person running. I thought maybe the cop stopped and was like coming back for me or something. I'm actually super nervous about driving behind a cop and recording a video like this. I really need to set up something. I thought I could find, I have those little like arms that have the elbows in them for photography stuff. I figured I could find one of those and try to mount one of those in the car. But I couldn't find them, so I'm not sure where they are. So I will probably come up with something else when I get paid this week, which I think I get paid tomorrow or Thursday. Then I can probably set that up. I'll try to come up with a small solution for that. If I have to, I don't know, mount a ball head to the dashboard or what I have to do, but I'll figure something out anyways, so that I can do this without getting in trouble. Because I don't want to get in trouble. So that kind of covers the fountain pen thing. We're gonna do some giveaways. We have some pens to give away. They are still the Majohn A1 because I really like that pen. I actually still use mine basically all the time. I think it's an amazing everyday carry pen. It's very versatile. There's a couple of others that I like to carry all the time, but that one is definitely one of my favorites, if not in form and function, but by use amount. I definitely use it the most. So it's a great pen. I don't care that they're knockoffs. I think, you know, Moonman or Majon or whatever company you want to call it, I think they did a great job. The paint comes off them. That's like the biggest complaint I have, is that with, especially if it's an everyday carry pen, it's gonna lose its paint over time, most likely. But I mean, I don't find a problem with that. Hang on. We're gonna go down here for a minute because the cop stopped at the stop sign, and I don't want to get caught with my phone. If you can't tell, I'm very worried about that. Oh, well, apparently somewhere, I'm not sure where, somewhere has these, like, I don't know, they're kind of like radar detectors, but they're for, they basically like use sonar or radar or something like that. Something to basically image inside your vehicle, like they can see through your vehicle, so they can see if you have your phone in your hand, basically, which is wild. Like, so, like, that's so unnecessary. Like, we have people, like, we have catch and release in Canada, so it's like you murder somebody and you got 3 years for it, and they're worried about people driving with their phones. Like, we don't have tablets like right here in every car now. Like, it's just so silly. I guess I understand the texting and driving thing, but like, distracted driving went out the door when we started installing tablets in modern cars. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you can tell me they're hands-free all you want. Well, I've got my phone in my hand and I'm driving right now, and I'm totally fine. I'm mostly looking at the road. I occasionally look at the camera because that's what you're supposed to do when you're recording yourself. But Jesus Christ, like, this is not if this isn't distracted drive, like, if me playing with my tablet in my car isn't distracted driving, the tablet that's installed in the dashboard, then this isn't distracted driving either, because I'm basically paying more attention to the road now than I am paying attention to the camera. So, you know, it's after work. This is the other reason why I didn't want to do too many videos after work. I might bank a few, because, man, if I can get 2-3 videos shot in a day, I will. That's awesome. That's, you know, that's way ahead of my goal. My goal was to do one a day, but if I do this after work, it's usually busier. So in the morning, it's fairly unbusy, and I can probably get away with it a lot easier. But after work, it's a little harder. Hi, person that's waving at me that's small. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get nailed for this. I'm sure at some point, if I do this long enough, people might start watching for me, because I'm sure I'm on multiple people's regular routes. So I really should be careful about it. But yeah, at some point in the very near future, I'm gonna get something mounted into this car that will allow me to record without having this problem. Because then I can just kind of put it on the dash there and put the phone there, and then no one will think any different of it. So, and it might even be able to double as like a navigation, like, you know, maps thing. Like, sure, why not? So, but at any rate, we're gonna go off that tangent. All right, yeah, the cop stop sign. So yeah, the main complaint I have with the Majon A1 is the paint comes off. You can repaint it, like, just repaint it. If you know what you're doing, you know the kind of paint that you need. The kind of paint, like, Jesus. Sorry about that. The cop's lights all of a sudden just flicked on, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, did he see me? No, he's still going forward, so he's not coming after anyone that was... There's two people traveling in front of him, He didn't even go after them. They weren't speeding. Nobody was speeding or anything, but it was just kind of shocking to see his lights just come on all of a sudden. And he's kind of off, but like not like super fast either. It's, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to get ahead of traffic and just trying to justify it with his lights. I wouldn't be surprised. Cops can be that way sometimes. Sometimes they're not. I mean, you can see he's fairly far ahead. I don't know what happened, but hopefully there's been a lot of accidents in this area lately, so I'm hoping that no one has been in an accident, because that's not fun. Damn, I'm already at 10 minutes. I've been blathering about this cop so long that I barely talked. Well, I guess I talked about fountain pens for a bit, but yeah. So repaint your Mahjongs if they wear and tear on you, or don't worry about it, because it's just it's a knockoff pen, and if it still works, who cares what it looks like? I don't know. I think mine looks kind of cool with because it's the fish scale one. So I think it looks kind of cool with the fish scales kind of starting to have no paint on them. I think they're kind of neat. Looks kind of neat that way. But I don't know. Maybe if I get sick of it looking like that, I'll repaint it. I'll get some like rust paint or something like that. But I mean, besides that sort of thing, the functionality of the pen is amazing. So it's a highly recommended one. That's why I use it in my giveaways. It's cheap enough for me to be able to do that, because that's the problem with the giveaways, right? Is like, I'd love to give away like a $400 pen. Absolutely, I would love to do that. Being able to but like at the mine, I maybe could have done that because we made lots of money. Maybe not lots of money, but we made enough that I could buy a pen each month or a couple of pens each month, and it didn't really impact as much. So, which is why I gathered so many so quickly, and now I don't have any new ones at all. I think I rebought the J16, the Asvine J16, because mine, sad story, but mine snapped. It snapped in half. So I was sitting down, I'm staying, like, this is so funny. I'm staying in my mother's basement. Super, super silly. But I was sleeping or like sitting down in the bed, basically ready for bed, and I had my pens out. I had a couple of pens out and a pad of paper, and I was gonna do a little bit of writing, but I was just really exhausted. I think it was like when I first started work, and so I was just really exhausted, and so I ended up just laying down and not realizing that the Asvine was still in the bed with me. Like, it was still under the blanket, like in the blanket somewhere. I don't know how it got like under the blankets. It got in underneath everything, but it was on the bed, and then it ended up in the bed, and then it snapped in half. So I must have laid on it, and it snapped right in half. So I was super sad about that, because it was my fine one, and that was the one I actually used all the time. I have a broad and a fine, and the broad is really nice for writing large, and like practicing your handwriting is really good for that, because it kind of, the larger nibs kind of help hide your errors and your inconsistencies a bit better than a fine pen does, unless you write really tiny. But the fine one was the one I used all the time, and so I was really heartbroken when I found it was snapped and there was ink all over the bed. I was like, oh no, this is terrible. So I did rebuy that one. I did buy a new one. I salvaged parts from the other one, but because the nib unit's fine and all that sort of thing. Part of the piston's okay, like that sort of stuff. So I salvaged a few little pieces from it just in case. But yeah, I was pretty sad about that. So I rebought that one. But that's basically the only pen I bought. We just cannot afford that right now. So, but that's why I'm doing this, because I don't want to be just working landscaping. Today was rough. Geez, my knees are just like, they just weren't working real well today. Like, if I had to get down on my knees or crouch or something like that, it's getting hard. Like, it's getting difficult. And so I don't know, I might have to look into, maybe there's like a supplement or something like that I can take, or like maybe I need to be taking more magnesium or zinc or something to kind of help with that. I have been taking collagen powder, putting collagen powder in my coffee, but that's really only doing, if it's doing anything at all, it's only doing a little bit. So I need to come up with something, because yeah, my knees, like, I'm only 37. I shouldn't be having these problems, or at least I don't think I should be having these problems. But the other option is just go to Clomps and tell them, look, I can only do so much because I don't want to shoot my knee. I don't want to screw myself right up trying to do this work. Because when I work, man. Like I'm not trying to slack or anything, but I am just not as fast. If my knees aren't acting properly, I am just not as fast as I could be. And so, I try my best, but I'm not 22 anymore, man. I'm just not. So I gotta figure out what I gotta do there. They hired me mostly for my media stuff anyway, so I really just need to talk to them and say, look, I can go do your jobs. Like, I can do all the landscaping stuff, but I'd really be better off for them and for me just following someone around with a camera and doing that stuff, because I think they need, if they want to get into the modern age with a modern business, they need to start creating content around their business, and they need to start putting that out there and differentiating themselves from the flower shop down, like the flower shop down the road, because there's two businesses like down the road from each other, both called Clomps, and one's Clomps Nursery, so that's the garden shop, and then one's Clomps Landscaping. So they really want to differentiate between those two, and I know I can do that. I figured I would do it through a YouTube channel, but you could do it through any, because like I don't care about the privacy and the Nostr thing. Nostr is my thing. I'm not sharing that with I'm not bringing their business to that level, because I care, but I don't care that much. And I don't think they would really align with it anyways. So I would probably sooner, I could do a TikTok channel, I guess, or a TikTok thing for them, and I could do a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is the one that I would like to do, but I think that would be the best way, because they just need some brand engagement. They just need people to engage with the brand in a non-physical way. They need it in a digital manner, so that people can start realizing where they are, what they are, and that sort of thing. So at any rate, I'd like to be doing that. I would far prefer to be doing that than going out there and shoveling dirt. Not that I'm complaining about that, because I'm not, but it's just getting more difficult for me to do it, and I don't want to overdo it. Basically, it's been nice to get a bit more into shape, but I don't want to overdo it. So, but anyways, I am almost home. This video is going to be almost 20 minutes long, and I'm just looking forward to dinner. So I'm going to go do that, go get home and go get some dinner, and I will probably upload this video tomorrow morning, or maybe tonight, and schedule it for tomorrow morning, so that in the morning I can just do a post about it instead of the other thing, instead of posting the video and all that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. There, I talked about fountain pens and I'm dirty after work, so there you go. I hope Noster's happy now. So have a great evening, guys, or morning, or wherever you are. Have a great one, and as I always say, may your pen always be inked. Bye.